Hey everyone, how are you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is another budget with me video, and I'm so glad that a lot of you guys are actually into these budget videos. I actually had some friends and family reach out to me telling me how they're glad I did this video because, you know, they didn't really think about their money so much, and that this video kind of opened their eyes to really show them how they can kind of really manage themselves and their own money. And lately I've actually been helping some of my family budget their life, and it's literally has changed so much for them already just by getting started into budgeting and really laying out, you know, how much do I, you know, spend on expenses, and when do these expenses come out? Are you having all your heavy expenses in the beginning of the month and then you're kind of, you know, really stuck in the beginning of the month and then you feel broke? So that's why I really love this budgeting thing, because it really shows you and lays out your entire map financially, and it can really show you where you can kind of cut and where you can, you know, add more money to, whether it's savings or anything like that. So I'm really glad that you guys enjoy these videos. If you have yet to subscribe, but please do hit the notification bell so you know exactly when my videos are posted. Follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with my daily life. And other than that, let's just jump right into the budget with me. Hey everyone, so we are back to do the June paycheck number 1 budget with me video today. Now, depending on how long this video is, this might be the part 1, and then part 2 will be the cash envelope stuffing. And if it's not too long, then I'll just put it all in one video. So we will see how this goes. Now, if you're curious about my cash envelopes and how I made these, I'm going to actually post the video link down below of the one that I followed to make my own cash envelopes, and check that link out if you want to make your own at home if you have a laminator. And yeah, let's just get started with my actual budgeting and numbers. Alright, so welcome back. I zoomed in just so you guys have a closer look. Now, if this is the first budget with me video that you are watching, please go watch my May one. In my May budget with me, I explain every single category and what everything means and how everything works, so go check that out. But if you already know what everything means, let's just jump right into it. Again, if you are new to my budget videos, I am not one to show my salary or my rent. There's just some things that I do want to keep to myself for privacy reasons, all of that. So thank you for respecting my wishes, but this still gives you guys a really good idea on how everything breaks down. So let's just jump right into it. So salary wise, obviously I will fill that in later, but you can put your salary right there. Concur, I am supposed to be getting always around 200, just depending. And then miscellaneous, which for me it's YouTube or Poshmark. Check out my Poshmark. I've been getting tons of sales. So if you want to see what I'm selling, check out Poshmark. So this I'm just going to estimate at $335.56, because that's what it's supposed to be. And then obviously if I have my salary right there, I can total that up, but again, we're gonna skip over that for today. Okay, moving down, we have our fixed expenses. So rent is also something else that I keep private, but that's where rent would go, obviously. The next one I have here is my water bill. My water bill is $39.98. So there we go. Then we have, why did I put that so far away? Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy. All right, electric, we have $54.01. Let's move this a little over. Now it just looks funny. Sorry, you guys. I do my best to not mess these up, but you know, no one's perfect. Then we have Apple storage, which is just 99 cents. And then pets is $42. That looks so weird. I'm so sorry. It's just anyway, so for the date, I just put the date over here just so I know when these withdraw. Again, I do my budget per paycheck, so it's from June 1st to June 15th. You can do this however you want. Everybody does their budget different, but I get 2 paychecks a month, so this is the easiest way for me to do it, and it's the easiest way for me to see all my expenses and how they're split up. So rent obviously comes out on the 1st, and then water and electric also come out on the 1st, and then Apple comes out on the 8th. And then pets typically, give or take, it's around the 12th. just depending. So that's when each bill or fixed expense comes out for me. Obviously we can total that as well, but I don't have my rent here, so I'm not gonna be totaling this section. All right, now to my variable expenses. These are pretty much categories where I typically spend on a normal basis. So if you watch my previous May budget with me, then you kind of have an idea of how much I put into each of these categories and why I put that amount in each of these categories. This month is going to be a little bit off and a little bit different. I did lower some of these only because I did quite a bit of spending on June 1st and I'm kind of trying to level that back out. So for groceries, I'm keeping it to my standard $125. That's what I typically do for my first paycheck. Again, so $125 is the amount that I have for groceries for 2 weeks, so until June 15th. Gas, we have $50 for gas. Eating out, I typically do $100 for eating out, but I went out with a friend on the 1st and I already spent a good amount of money, so I lowered this to $75. I'm doing this budget video like a few days after, you know, June 1st, so that's why I kind of adjusted these to really fit the budget. All right, entertainment. For entertainment, I usually do $100 as well, but again, I went out with a friend and spent a little bit more money than I should have. So I put $75 in here for the next 2 weeks. Personal, I typically do $75, but I'm lowering this down to $50 because, like I said, I've been doing some spending, you guys. Okay, Uber, Lyft, and parking stays at $50 for 2 weeks. This has been tough. Now that it's nice out in Philadelphia, I've been wanting to go out more and meet up with friends a lot more because it's beautiful in the city in the summer. So this might have to go up with the next paycheck, or maybe next month. I might have to adjust this because I've been kind of hitting the mark or going slightly over with this whole $50 for Uber and Lyft, because living in the city, that's all we do. We Uber and Lyft everywhere. All right, so let's total everything up to get our total of variable expenses. All right, so we have $425 as our total for our variable expenses. So we're just gonna write that in here, $425. Perfect. Now let's move down to our sinking funds that we have here. Again, just a quick reminder, sinking funds are pretty much categories that I don't tend to touch when it comes to a weekly basis. This is just money put aside for the future. So I typically keep all of the amounts the same unless I get a bonus or I get some extra cash flow. Then I will kind of, you know, boost these up a little bit and make them a little bit higher. But for this month, they are staying pretty much the same as usual. So travel, I typically do $50. Emergency is $25. Medical, we have $25 going in there. Car maintenance is another $25. New car, what do we do for new car? We're doing $50 for new car. Apartment, we do $50 as well. Birthdays, we do $20. And then Christmas, we also do $20. All right, total is $265, so we're just going to write that in at the bottom, $265 as our total. So this down here I actually just added. I did not have this in my previous May budget with me video, but I always have a certain amount of money automatically withdraw and go into my savings account no matter what. And every single paycheck I take out $250, and that just happens automatically, you guys. And just so I can always put aside money every paycheck for my actual savings. So sinking funds are my cash envelopes that I'm saving for on the side, and then this is my actual savings That's automatically done, and I don't even think about it. So I figured I would add that in there just in case you guys were curious, because I do put money aside every single paycheck for that. Okay, I zoomed back out a little bit, and now we're just going to jump into our cash envelopes, because I don't think this is going to be that long. So I think this is going to be one whole video. So before we get into the actual stuffing of the cash envelopes, we're going to see how much money we need for our cash envelopes and what the denominations are. So for my variable expenses, I always have a cash envelope for groceries. So I'm just going to mark it on the side. I'm going to put C for cash envelope, just so you guys know. Gas, I typically always put that on my credit card, so I never take cash out for that anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Eating out, we also have a cash envelope for. Entertainment, personal, yes, we do have one for that. And that's it. Uber, Lyft, and parking are all connected to my bank account, so again, that I don't need an envelope for. For sinking funds, we have a cash envelope for every single one of them, so I'm going to put a C next to every single one, just because all of these has its own little baby category. Okay, so everything that has a C next to it is a cash envelope. So now we're going to total up what we need for each section. So for variable expenses, for these cash envelopes, the total cash we need is not $425, because obviously I don't take out cash for parking or for gas. So the total for this section for cash envelopes, I'm just gonna write it right here. I didn't do this last time, but I figured you guys would want this. Total equals, it's gonna be what, $325 there. Okay, and then for down here, since everything is a cash envelope, it's going to be the same exact number as this one. So I'm just going to write it just because, but total of cash envelopes equals the same number, $265. All right, now we're gonna add these two numbers together, and we're gonna get the total amount that we need to take out in cash. So we're gonna do 325, oops, that's wrong, 325 plus 265, which equals $590 that we need for our cash. And I just want to give you guys a heads up, there is a huge party going on at the restaurant across the street, so it's going to be pretty loud. I hear them cheering and playing music, so if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. Do you hear that? All right, so we're gonna use this little section, this blank section down here at the bottom, and we're going to figure out how much we need of each 50s, 20s, 10s, and 5s. All right, so we're just going to go through each cash envelope and see what denominations we need for each one. So groceries, we have 125, so we're gonna do 2 50s, a 20, and a 5. Eating out is 75. Let's see, entertainment is another 75. Again, I'm sorry for the noise, you guys. I can't help it, they're having a party across the street, right? Personal is 50. Moving down here, we have travel is 50. Emergency is 25. Medical is another 25. Car maintenance, 25. New car is 50. Apartment is 50. Birthday is 20, and then Christmas is another 20. So these are the denominations that we need. So for 50s, we need 8. For 20s, we need 8 of those, and for 5s, we need 6. So that's what I'm going to take to the bank and withdraw in these exact dollar denominations, and then we're gonna come back and do our cash envelopes. All right, you guys, so now that I've lined up all the money, we're just going to jump right in, and we're going to start stuffing our cash envelopes. So if you haven't watched my previous May video, my budget with me, the pink tabs are my cash envelopes that I carry around with me and spend from for the next 2 weeks for paycheck number 1. So the first 2 weeks of June, this is pretty much all I am allowed and allocated to spend. So groceries, we have, what would it say, 125? For groceries, and I don't have anything left over from last month, you guys, so all of these envelopes are empty. Typically, if I have money left over, I sometimes put it into the savings account that I have, or I'll just let it accumulate, but I have nothing left over. So eating out, we allocated 75, so we're going to do 50, whoops, 75 for eating out. Entertainment, we also have 75 for that. Oh my goodness, everything's flying everywhere. All right, so 75 there. If you can hear city noises, I'm so sorry. There's like motorcycles and craziness going on outside. So personal care, we have 50. Oh, geez, 50 for personal care. So those are all of my cash envelopes that I carry with me to spend from. So now we're going to move on to the sinking fund envelopes. So these tabs are yellow for me. Whoops, they're all kind of mixed up. Now I gotta make them all organized, hold on. So sinking funds, all of these yellow tabs are envelopes I do not touch until I need them. So we have quite a few. So travel, according to the budget, we do another 50 in travel. So let's add the 50 and then see what we have total. So we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 270 in travel, and I'm actually going to California in July, so this little envelope is going to come in handy just to have some extra spending money on the side. So it's adding up nicely, and then I'm going to use this in California in July. So love that I have some extra spending cash. All right, emergency, we're going to add another 25. So 25. Let's see what we have total. If I can get the money out, jeez. Ooh, this is a lot more difficult. Okay, so we're adding 25, and we have a total of 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. 175 in emergency, which is building up nicely, slowly but nicely. And you guys, you know, it's not a big deal if you don't have money to put aside for these envelopes. It's just nice if you do have some extra money that you can allocate towards these sinking funds. Okay, medical, another 25 for medical. Let's just pull what's in here out first, and we'll do 25. So let's get it organized. So total, we have 1, 20, 40, 50. 150 for medical. I haven't gone to the doctor or anything. I haven't had any co-pays, so this hasn't really been touched, but we have it. So car, which is car maintenance, we are adding another 25 to car maintenance. Okay, let's organize that. Total for car maintenance, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 125. 125 for car maintenance. And there we go. New car, this is a new one. I started this envelope with you guys in my previous video. So we only have $50 in here, and we're going to add another 50, giving us a total of 100 for our new car. Apartment, this also we started back up last month. We only have 50, so we're gonna add another 50, which leaves that as 100 as well for apartment. Birthdays, we are adding 20. So we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have a total of $90 here for birthdays, which my brother's birthday is coming up in July, so this might be empty in a little bit, in a couple weeks. This might have to be used. Christmas, we have 20 going into Christmas, which leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8, $90 as well for Christmas. All right, so that is the last sinking fund. Alright you guys, so that is it for all of my cash envelopes that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, the budget and the cash envelope stuffing. I hope you guys like it. Please hit subscribe and the like button and hit the notification bell so you know when all my videos are posted. And follow me on Instagram as well. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share all of your budgeting tips, ideas, and if you're even starting to budget, if you enjoy it, leave all that in the comments and we'll chit chat together. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!